Hey, welcome back, and if you're new on the Instagram page, please drop a follow, and if you're new on the YouTube page, please go and subscribe, and make sure if you've followed on the Instagram page to go subscribe on the YouTube page, and if you've subscribed on the YouTube page to go follow the Instagram page. Also, if you like this message, go tag and share, people should hear it. So I want to talk about fear and why it's important and how it's holding a lot of people back. So what do I mean by fear, right? What I mean is that with the idea of trying, like I said in my last video, you can only do that if you overcome this fear, right? Of can you go and do it? Can you face judgment from other people, right? So if you want to try and do something new, right? A lot of people are gonna be like, oh, this person's weird for doing that. Like, why are they doing this? Like, oh, I didn't know this person was like that, right? There's a lot of like judgment people are gonna have about you. And it's the idea of can you overcome that and continue to do something you want to do, right? Because the only way you can find a purpose, a passion, is that you go out and try things, right? Because you will never know if you like something if you haven't tried it. And you never know if you're good at it, right? If you've never tried it. And I think that's what a lot of people say, right? I talked about the video yesterday is people already calculate step 800 million and go, I'm not gonna be good at that. I'm not gonna do it. And then it's like, okay, well, now you're never gonna know, right? And if it's something someone really wants to do and they're already putting that down in their mind, that's not gonna help them set up what they're trying to do. And so that's that fear that you have to overcome, right? You have to go in with an open mind and say, hey, I might be good at this. Hey, this might be something for me. And once you get to that spot, now we're talking about the trying, right? Now we're talking about putting in that work to try to continue and push and see how far you want to go with that, right? That's completely up to you. But even before you start, that's that overcoming that fear. So I think that's important, right? Is can you overcome that fear? Can you be self-aware enough to understand, what am I really scared about? Why am I not doing what I want to do, right? If I want to start a blog and talk about the weather, like go start a blog and talk about the weather. Like who cares what this dude in your class might say about it. Like, it doesn't really matter. If you want to start a blog about clothes, like, go start a blog about clothes. If you want to talk to a phone like I'm doing about thoughts that I have, like I'm doing, just go do it, all right? It's like that simple. And you might do it for a year. You might do it for half a year. You might do it for 2 weeks and realize, oh, I don't like this, right? And okay, like, at least you tried it. So I think that overcoming that fear is extremely, extremely important. And that's the first step to even being able to go and try it, right? You have to overcome that fear. And I think a lot of people don't account that, right? And I think that, with a lot of people I've heard, even on Instagram, we have these like influencers and go, all they do is post pictures for, money, and all they do is look good in clothes. Yeah, but what the step that they had to overcome that a lot of people wouldn't do is they had to overcome that judgment step, that first step. Imagine the first couple pictures they started posting when the only people that were following them were friends and close family. Like, what do you think those people thought, right? They were probably like, oh, you're never gonna make it. Oh, no. Now that they're made it to a certain extent, now you're going, oh, I understand why they're doing it. It makes sense that they did it, right? But no one ever acknowledges that first step they had to overcome was a little judgment step. And I think that that's so important to understand, right? Comedians that blow up on YouTube or Instagram, one of my favorite comedians right now, Andrew Schultz, when he started, people were probably like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this is stupid. And now that he's starting to make it, people go, oh, what a great idea. Right? So before you can even get into that step of trying, you got to get over that step of self-doubt and fear. And that comes from self-awareness. Why am I scared to do this? Is it because of judgment? Is it because I think I'm bad? Is it because of my low self-esteem? What is the issue, right? And once you've self-addressed and you're self-aware about that, can you then go on and take the right steps and the necessary steps you can set yourself up to start trying? All right? So that's what I wanted to say today. Stay posted for more content like this. And again, thank you for watching.